गुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साधवैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So, welcome all devotees for today's discussion on Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So, we will continue from where we paused last time. So, last time we started with the chapter 15 of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, NOD. And basically, it is the eastern section which we are discussing. Okay, is my slide visible here?
Yes, initial said Bhakti
Yes, Prabhu.
Shastri quote.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, some problem is coming here. Okay.
कब के लिए
Just 1 minute. You can make me also co-host if I need to mute somebody in between. Okay. Just 1 minute. Some problem is coming here. Just 1 minute. Okay. Now, are you able to still see the slide again I shared?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So we'll continue what discussion we were doing last time. So I hope devotees remember little bit what we discussed last time. So still there is little bit revision I will do because this is important topic. So we were discussing a few definitions from the first part. So we saw the definition of Uttama Bhakti, and here in summary we understood that it has activity of Krishna Anushilanam, means repeatedly doing some activity like Shravanam Kirtanam, with three adjectives. What are the three adjectives? Anukulyena, that is with favorable mood, and Anyabhilashita Shunyam, means without any ulterior motives of bhukti and mukti, and Gyan Karmadi Anavritam, and without any practices which are like Gyan and Karma, which are going to cover up the bhakti. These important things we saw. Then we saw the important definition of sadhana bhakti, that the action of the senses, that is called as kriti sadhya. Okay, activity of the senses. What are the senses? Senses are 10, that is Gyanendriya and Karmendriya, and as well as the mind. Okay, and mind is very specifically used in which bhakti? Raganuga sadhana bhakti. Okay, why and how we will see as we discuss ahead. Okay, so is the mind not used in Vaidhi sadhana? No, it is used, but as I said, it's specifically used in a particular way. That is in Raganuga sadhana bhakti. Okay, now that was the first part. That is primary characteristic of the sadhana bhakti is krit sadhya, that that the senses should be engaged. Okay, and secondary characteristics is characteristic is bhavet sadhya bhava, means it should fructify into bhava bhakti. So whenever anybody is asked definition of sadhana bhakti, it's not only activity, but it's also that fruit should come. Okay, this is the second thing. And another part of this definition, what Rupa Goswami is saying, nitya siddhasya bhavasya prakatyam hridi sadhyata, that this attained state of bhava bhakti is an eternal sthai bhava, okay, which is not created but simply manifests within the soul by the spiritual energy of the Lord. Okay, so it is manifested in the heart. So just like we have a very famous shloka in Chaitanya Charitamrita, all devotees must be aware. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunaya Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karaya Udaya. Okay, very nicely composed shloka by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Same thing he is telling in the Bengali language. Okay, basically I am saying about these two lines, that Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunai. The Krishna Prema is Nitya Siddha. It is eternally established. It is never to be gained from another source. Okay. Then how? What has to be done with it? Shravanad, Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte. In the pure hearted person, when he chants and Adi, Shravanadi, other limbs he performs, what happens? Karaya Udaya. In his heart, that Nitya Siddha Bhava is awakened. Very simple words. He has explained this whole thing. Okay, so this Bhava Bhakti which is going to come, we don't have to acquire it from somewhere else. It's going to be awakened in the heart. That is the meaning. Okay, and then we saw the definition of the first part of the sadhan bhakti is Vaidhi sadhan bhakti. So I hope all of you remember this chart. Just showing it again. Uttama bhakti has three parts as Rupa Goswami described in the first section of Eastern section. Actually, first part Samanya bhakti. What he said, it has three parts: sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, and prema bhakti. It has three parts, and one after another they come. Sadhana bhakti fructifies into bhava bhakti fructifies into prema bhakti. Okay, these will be discussed in chapter 17 and 18 of NOD, and this will be discussed in chapter 19. Okay, we are yet to go. And then we have also seen the segregation in sadhana bhakti are to Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and Raganuga sadhana bhakti. Okay, what is the qualification for Vaidhi sadhana bhakti? The person should have faith. He should not be too detached. He should not be too attached. Okay, and what is the qualification for Raganuga sadhana bhakti? Apart from these three, he should also have lobha, greed. What kind of greed? Greed to follow the Vrajvasis. Okay, that more detail we will see as we go ahead. And then we also saw three types of qualified practitioners for Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. Who are they? Kanishtadhikari, Madhyamadhikari, Uttamadhikari. We discussed last time in revision also. And then now we are seeing the definition of the Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. What are the definition? So this also has two parts. First part is Yatra Raga Anavaptatvat. Anavapti means there is non-availability, non-attainment of what? Raga. What is raga? Raga is intense absorption into the beloved. Who is the beloved? Here the beloved is Krishna. Who has this raga? This is present only in Vrajavasi Jana. Okay, this is going to come in today's topic. But the Vaidhi sadhana, as we discussed last time, is a definition given by absence of something. Okay, what is the absence here? The absence of raga, the absence of the spontaneous deep thirst. That is absent. Who has that? That is there in Vrajavasis, like Srimati Radharani, Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, Subal. Okay, all these people have natural, organic, spontaneous, deep thirst. For whom? For Krishna. They have naturally. But do the Vaidhi sadhakas have? No. Do the Raganuga sadhakas have? No. They both don't have. But specifically, Raga is absent in the Vaidhi sadhakas, also in Raganuga sadhakas. But what is a more detailed understanding we will see today. And what is the second part of this definition? Second part of definition is Shashanenaiva Shastrasya, that the action of the senses and Vaidhi Bhakti is seen, that some bhakti is happening is seen on what grounds? On the grounds of Shashanenaiva Shastrasya, because the rule of the Shastra, because the impetus. What is the impetus here? Injunctions of the scriptures. So first part of the definition is where there is lack of raga, intense deep thirst for Krishna, that is lacking, but still some action of the senses, pravritti is seen. Okay, the pravritti is seen. Why is it seen? Why they are doing the activity? Because the Guru, Sadhu and Shastra have told, they have given an injunction that if you do this, you will attain Krishna Prem. So you do. So the people of Vaidhi Sadhana who are doing, they are doing on this grounds that yes, Shastra has told, Guru has told, and the Sadhus have told, so we are doing it. Okay, like that. So, and then another section we had also seen last time, if you remember, is that what is the purpose of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came for. So, very succinctly, we had seen this actually that he came for two purpose. First was to himself taste the premras niryas karite aswadan. This was the first purpose, and second purpose he came for raga marga bhakti to distribute in the material world. Okay, so these two purposes he came. And this section we had seen and concluded that actually it is the desire and it is the mind of Krishna, which in which he is longing for which kind of love? He is longing for this kind of love, which is Aishwarya Jnana Rahita, in which there is no awe and reverence. Correct. We had seen few examples how he is telling to talking with the Gopas and Gopis. So here few statements are there which we will go through. So he is saying Krishna in his mind, Amare Ishware Mane Apane Kahin Tare Prema Vasan Ami Nahaya Adhin. If one regards me as the Supreme Lord and himself as a subordinate, I do not become subservient to his love, nor can it control me. So this is the aspect of Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti where awe and reverence is there. So Krishna is saying that it cannot control me. Okay, it is good, but it's not able to control me. But what is Krishna saying that attracts me much more is Mora Putra, Mora Sakha, Mora Pranapati, Ei Bhave Yei More Kare Shuddha Bhakti, Apana ke bada mane amare samahina, Sei Bhave Hai Ami Tahara Adhina. If one cherishes pure loving devotion to me, thinking of me as his son, his friend, his beloved, regarding himself as great and considering me his equal or inferior, I become subordinate to him. And Lord Krishna said in his mind that this is what I want, I like more. Okay. And we had seen many shlokas and different quotations from this. Yes. Okay. Yes. And one more thing we had seen, that was the difference between Vaidhi sadhana and Raganuga sadhana. If you remember, we had seen this analogy of cricket. Okay. So what we had seen here. Okay, before we go into that analogy, is there any question on what we discussed till now from last session, whatever we have discussed apart from this analogy? If the previous definitions are clear, then ahead also we can understand properly. If anybody has any questions, then you can ask now, or you have any comments. Okay. Okay, then we will see this analogy and then we'll discuss today's topic. So what we had discussed in this analogy, so basically what we were discussing here is that how Raganuga sadhana, as many times it may be thought uh, that it is something which is perfection. Okay. See, somehow in our ISKCON society, it has happened that the word Raganuga has a very different kind of connotation. Connotation means meaning, or a very taboo connotation it has. Like either it is thought of to be like Sahjiya, that is one side of the pendulum, or it is thought of that Prabhupada never gave it only. Prabhupada only spoke about ABCD of Bhakti, and Prabhupada did not give, he gave only about Jiva and soul and Krishna and Vishnu, and then the relationship between soul, like that, but never something about Prema or Raganuga Sadhana. This is another side of understanding. Two sides of the pendulum is this, that in ISKCON Prabhupada never gave this, or it is Sahajya. Both of the kinds of thinkers may not have actually studied what our acharyas have told on this topic. If somebody properly understands what they have given, and in this also, now Bhakti Shastri, when we are studying, we are not going to something see new. What they have told only we will read, and we can see they have very clearly told it is not something of perfection. It's nothing of Sahajya. It's not that Prabhupada also did not give. Prabhupada himself is writing. Okay, but some misunderstanding is there, which we will be able to understand while we read, that how the proper understanding is what given by our acharyas is very, very grounded and very, very simple. Okay, so when we were discussing that, so this analogy we had discussed, that how Raganuga Sadhana also is a practice. Okay, so we had seen this example of two people wanting to go to the international cricket. Okay, so here we'll uh, okay, I'll draw it again here. Okay, because this analogy, if we understand, then half of the 50% of the thing will be clear for all of us. That how this process of Raghunath Sadhana Bhakti is actually a practice only. So we had discussed this example where we had two people, A and B. The person A we have taken as Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakta, okay, who is practicing Vaidhi Sadhana, and person B had taken as Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti as a practice. Okay, both have a goal to enter into the international cricket. But before entering that, they have to do the practice. So for that, they have joined the cricket academy. Their parents have admitted them to this cricket academy. And what is the purpose of this whole thing? Is practice. Okay, so they both have entered. So slightly I'm modifying the discussion what we did last time, so that we can understand one more detail about it. Okay. So goal is very clear. They want to enter into the international cricket. Okay. So even though it's a gross example, but if we understand this, it's very much similar to what we are going to discuss ahead. It will be very helpful. So first we will take the gross parts of the example, and then we'll make it significant to our discussion, that how spiritual terms can be inserted. So both of them are given access to two things. What are they? Books as well as videos. Okay. But for the first 1 year, when they have entered the practice, they are trying to learn different strokes, shots, whatever, under the guidance of a teacher or a coach, they say in cricket, right? Okay, under the teacher they are trying to learn. Okay, for 1 year they are given only access to books. Okay, who? Both of them. Both have been given access to books only for the first 1 year, and they have been practicing. After 1 year, they are taken inside a room where there are videos of people who have perfected the book, and they have reached to the summit of international cricket. Like for example, maybe Sachin Tendulkar we can take. So they are given access to the videos of Sachin Tendulkar, okay, where they try to see the video and they try to learn after 1 year of studying the book. Now, after both have seen the videos, the person A, he feels more comfortable to continue following the stepwise process given in book. That step one, you take your, so any shot he wants to learn, forward drive or cover drive, take your foot few inches ahead, then lift your hand, then do the bat like this. All these things stepwise is given. he sees, both of them see that yeah, what Sachin Tendulkar is playing is exactly as per the textbook, but it is spontaneous. He doesn't think about how the textbook mentions step 1, step 2, step 3. He doesn't have to think. These people are practicing, and they have to keep thinking while they are practicing. Oh, step 1 is this, step 2 is this, now we step 3 is this, and teacher corrects them also. No, this step you are not doing right, this step you are doing wrong. Okay, your hand should be like this. Okay, so 1 year they have done that, and they have given access to videos. The person A, he thinks now that the books which I have been studying and which I have been practicing are a great inspiration to me. These videos are very good, but I feel more inspired by books and continue to follow the books. So he goes to the teacher and he says that these videos are very good, but I would like to continue the study of the books and practice as the steps are given in books. Teacher says yes, well, very good, continue, no problem. Okay, that's a bona fide practice. So by doing that, you can also enter international cricket, no problem. The person B says, oh, these videos are really amazing. I really like how this person is spontaneously playing the same steps and shots as mentioned in the textbook. But I would like to better follow this person. And as we used a word, emulate. Okay. So he thinks that I would better emulate the person in the videos. Okay. So he has a more inclination, we can say, for following the videos. And that much inclination is not there with books. So he goes to the teacher now and he says that yeah, last 1 year we have been taught the books and steps I know, but I see those same steps are perfectly followed by this person. Can I just continue learning and practicing cricket by seeing the videos? The teacher says yes, well and good, continue. Okay, that's also a bona fide way. Okay, and he is given full directory and access of the videos. Okay, and he is now able to learn like that. Okay, so these are the two things, that is books first thing, second is videos, which are given access to both. One has inspiration from books, other one has inspiration from videos. Okay, now after they have been practicing few years in academy, so they will be able to enter the international cricket. Okay, which we had compared to attaining, we can say, Krishna Prem. Okay, now we are bringing back to the spiritual terms. Okay, and also we can say this is again like entering spiritual world. That is the goal of a sadhaka, right? Correct. Entering spiritual world, or as we have seen, kriti sadhya bhavet sa bhav, uh, kriti sadhya bhavet sadhya bhava. Hmm. It should become bhava bhakti, like that. So who is the teacher here? What we have discussed last time, the teacher was the guru. Okay, and what are the books? The books are the shastras, which are given access to sadhaka. And what are these videos? These videos, specifically we had learned, these videos are the Vrajvasis pastimes in 10th canto. Okay, this, from where did we learn? Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur commentary to Bhakti Sandarbha. Okay, I'll show that commentary. Okay, he says in Bhakti Sandarbha, okay, Anucheda 310. Okay, that commentary he will say that the person is able to see the past times, means he is able to read the past times in the 10th canto, and that's what we have compared here to these videos. Okay, and now the person B, he feels impetus to the videos more, and the books, he likes the books, he understands the books are perfect, and he doesn't have the impetus to follow the books, but his learning impetus comes from the videos. Okay, and any other term which is remaining, yeah, A is the person who is a Vaidhi sadhaka because he has impetus from Shastra, Shashaneneva Shastrasya, and B is the Raganuga sadhaka who has generated the Lobha for following a Vrajvasi. Okay, what it is more in detail we will see as we go ahead. But in simple words, we can say that as he heard the books, the 10th canto also he heard, he felt a very genuine attraction, not artificial, but a organic attraction towards these characters of 10th canto, they specifically the Vrajavasis like Mother Yashoda, Nanda Baba, or Srimati Radharani, or Lalita Sakhi, or Sri Dama, Sudama, Chitrak, Patrak, any of them. He felt genuine greed that yes, I would like to emulate them and try to do service like them. Okay. How did that come and what is the science behind it? We will learn later. But this is the example we have learned till now. Okay. Any other thing which we have not given here, or you have any discussion points, any question on this example, then you can ask.
May I, Prabhuji?
Mm. Yes, Mataji. Yeah. I think
Uh,
Yamuna Vilas had raised hand.
okay, please take him.
Prabhuji, that question got clear because basically what I was thinking, the video
uh,
is referring to also the book, the 10th Canto Pastimes. Video is
uh,
also referring to a book, but I understood it's just for comparison purpose. So yeah, it's clear.
okay, yeah. Videos specifically here is actually 10th canto Vrajavasi's character and their pastimes. Yeah. So and books in general is all the books which we have. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Mataji, Prem Latika Mataji.
Prabhuji, here we are referring to a video is of Brajavasis, right? So it is
Hmm.
not referred to the practicing sadhakas, those we see around us.
No, no, no. It's last time also I think we discussed. It's not referring to that. Yeah, we will see the definition today. So Rupa Goswami will say Vrajavasi Janadishu. And how did we define that? Anybody who came with Krishna to the Bhaum Vrindavan, did his pastime and went back with him. Okay,
Okay.
like examples are Mother Yashoda
For Raga,
and Shrimati
for Raga,
Radharani.
that means whatever we are seeing around us, that is our inspiration for Vaidhi sadhana.
Not
I mean,
exactly. They
I
can be
mean,
inspiration for
huh.
you. Complete your question. Yeah, yeah. Complete your question.
I mean, I mean to say that in practice, as a practicing devotee also, we get inspiration from so many devotees, seeing their devotions.
Correct.
So it is only for regarding Vaidhi sadhana.
No, no. It is not only regarding that. It will be for Raganuga Sadhana also. So actually, as we go ahead, we will be able to see that how one can take that inspiration also in ISKCON, and that kind of personality also may be there. So I would like to actually just give a gist of what is going to come ahead so that devotees understand that their questions will be answered later. Okay. So that we can keep a good flow. So what all topics are going to come ahead is like so many times we have a question that if the people around we see in ISKCON, is anybody practicing Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti or not? Okay. And if they are practicing, then they are also chanting same Hare Krishna Maha Mantra as I am chanting. They are not chanting Radhe Shyam or any other mantra, Radhe Radhe mantra. They are also doing the same Mangal Arati I am also doing. They may also have the same Guru and I may also have. So what is the difference if they start practicing Raganuga Sadhana? And if somebody is practicing, how we can identify them? Whether we will be able to identify, okay, these all questions will be answered. Then also questions will be answered like, is my guru practicing Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti or not? Okay, we are not to judge, but whether it is there given by Prabhupada at least. Okay, is it there in Prabhupada's teachings or not? Okay, is it bona fide? Is Raganuga Sadhana Sahajiyaism, or uh, Prabhupada never wanted anybody to practice this kind of sadhana? Is it like that? These questions will be answered. Then also questions like, oh, is it possible for males to aspire for becoming gopis? Okay, and is it possible for females that they can aspire for becoming sakha or followers of Nand Maharaj or any male body? Is it possible? All these things, these questions will be answered. Okay, then the question will be answered. Okay, when can we practice Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti? What is the qualification? Who can practice? When he can practice? What is the process? How we can practice? These all things Rupa Goswami will tell. Okay. Then questions like, what are the caution one should take while practicing it? Okay. These all things will be also discussed. Okay. So from where we are discussing this? Mainly from Nectar of Devotion of Prabhupada and Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasam Sindhu. Some more additional topics we will take from Shivram Swami Maharaj has written a very, very beautiful book called Shuddha Bhakti Chintamani. Okay, so we will take some very relevant questions Maharaj raises and he answers also. Okay, so that book also will take little bit. Okay, these three books mainly, and many practical questions Maharaj has answered for the current ISKCON society. Okay, whether it is possible, how is it possible or not. Okay, these all things will be answered. And actually I have made a list of questions only what will be answered. Let me just see. Okay, yeah, yeah, almost I have covered. Yeah, yeah, so these all questions will be answered actually as we go ahead. Okay, so uh, as we go ahead it will be answered, and if you have anything very uh, like burning question to answer, ask about these and these are not covered, then you can ask after we have completed sufficient portion. But most of the questions when we see it will be answered through the session only. Okay, but anytime any genuine question is there, you can ask and I will tell, it will come ahead, or otherwise I will answer, try to answer. Okay, any question regarding this analogy? If this analogy is clear, then it will be almost, as I said, 50% clear. Okay, if any question about this analogy, please ask. Okay, then I hope everybody has a clear idea of this analogy. Okay, and then we can go ahead and learn the definition as given by Rupa Goswami. Okay, so before I go to this definition, as we know, Rupa Goswami and Jeev Goswami have together compiled this book, and also Srila Prabhupada has given his comments in NOD. So Rupa Goswami and Jeev Goswami, they are like ultimate genius. Nobody, no, there is no scholar which who is greater than Jeev Goswami that India has seen anytime, or the world has seen actually. And his guru is Rupa Goswami. For them, it has taken 17 years to compile this book. Okay, that means it should really contain something very, very, valuable. And every word of it is measured. Okay, that faith we should have. Okay, and Prabhupada has given his comments for the current ISKCON society. We can understand how to follow it. Okay, so it is said, as we discussed last time, Vishwanath Chadakura has very nicely glorified Rupa Goswami that भक्ति पूर्वे श्रिता ताम तु रसम पश्येद यदात्तधि तम नौमि सततम रूपम नाम प्रिय हरे हरे जन. Like that he has glorified that Rupa Goswami, he is the one person who has actually been able to give it in writing in the definitions of the different terminologies, that what great devotees have undergone the experiences of Bhava Bhakti and Prema Bhakti in writing, in definitions he has been able to give. Many have experienced it earlier, but nobody could explain it as Rupa Goswami did. Okay, so now we will see what words he has used and the explanation Jiva Goswami has given on them. Okay, so definition of Raghunavar Sadhana Bhakti, here he is giving Virajantim Abhivektam Vrajvasi Janadishu Ragatmikam Anushrita Yasa Raga Anugo Uchyate. This Prasanna Gopal Bro, would you like to read?
Yes. Raganuga Bhakti is defined as that bhakti which follows after Ragatmika Bhakti, found distinctively in the inhabitants of Braja.
Yeah. So very simple definition Rupa Goswami is given, that Virajantim Abhivyaktam Vrajvasi Janadishu. Okay. So what it is? That bhakti which follows after the Ragatmika bhakti, found distinctively in the inhabitants of Vraja. Virajantim Abhivyaktam, it is found distinctively. In whom? Vrajvasi. The very clear word he has used is Vrajvasi Janadishu. So now somebody may say, is this raga, which is Ragatmika Bhakti, or raga which is intense thirst, which is going to come ahead, is this not possible anywhere outside Vraja? Okay, it is possible, but as we discussed, the object of this book is Akhil Rasamrit Murti, that is Krishna with all 12 rasas. And that is not possible for the Vishnu form, not possible even for the Dwarka Krishna, because there is some awe and reverence always there in Lord Vishnu's form and Dwarka Krishna form. But Vraja Krishna's form, the awe and reverence is completely zero. Okay, more we will discuss it later in the after 2-3 slides it will come. Okay, we'll see some more examples. But as of now, just understand that what Rupa Goswami is saying definition here is Raghavana Bhakti is defined as that Bhakti which follows after something certain kind of Bhakti. What is the name of that Bhakti? Ragatmika Bhakti. Okay, that is Ragatmika Bhakti. In whom it is found? It is found in Vrajavasis. Okay. So, first two lines are saying in whom this Bhakti is found. And then he is defining that Raganuga Bhakti is which follows Anushrita. What is meaning of Anushrita? Anushrita is follows after. Anusharan karna. I don't know, Marathi also you may have this word or Hindi to surely it is there. Anusharan karna kisi ka. Anukaran is different. Anukaran means it is imitating. As they are doing, we will also do. Oh, they don't follow Ekadashi, we will also not follow. They worship the Surya, we will also worship Surya. They do Katyayana Vrata, we will also do. This is called imitation. But what Rupa Goswami said very nicely is following. Anusharan, Anushrita. Okay, following after. Whom they are following? They are following after Vrajavasi Janadishu. And who are these Vrajavasi Janadishu? They are in whom there is something residing. What is residing in them? Ragatmika Bhakti. So now one may think, okay, I wanted to learn Raganuga Bhakti definition, but there is another term which is introduced here, that is Ragatmika Bhakti. This Bhakti is something which is following after Ragatmika Bhakti. So first I should know what is this, right? What is Ragatmika Bhakti? Okay. So if I want to understand this Raganuga Bhakti, I have to understand what it is following. Then only I will be able to understand, right? So Rupa Goswami in the next definition, he is going to define what is Ragatmika Bhakti now. Okay. See the slide. Yes. Raganuga Vivekartham Adau Ragatmikochate. Okay. So in order to define Raganuga Bhakti, first Ragatmika Bhakti should be discussed. Okay. Because this is the name itself is saying Raga plus Anuga. Like we have the word Rupa Anuga. What do you mean of Rupa Anuga? That one which follows after Rupa Goswami. Okay. One who is following after Rupa Goswami is called Rupa Anuga. So here Raganuga means the one who is following after the Ragatmika Bhakti. Okay. Now to understand what is Raganuga, we have to understand the definition of Ragatmika Bhakti. So definition of Ragatmika Bhakti is given now, shortly told as the love of the Vrajvasis. Okay, so we will see what is definition of Ragatmika Bhakti. Ishte Swarasiki Raga Param Avishtata Bhavet. Param Avishtata Bhavet. Tanmayi Ya Bhavet. Bhakti Sa Atra Ragatmiko Uddita. Okay, somebody else can read. Yes, yes, Prabhuji, continue. Yeah,
Raga is
yeah, continue.
defined as
Your
spontaneous deep
voice, I
thirst
don't know, it is
for the
breaking for
object
me.
of
Is it
love.
breaking for others
Bhakti
also?
by such thirst is called Ragatmika Bhakti.
I know it. Your voice is breaking. Is it breaking for others also, or for me
Yes,
only it is?
Yes,
no,
Prabji,
it's
for me
breaking
also.
for everyone.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So
Okay, okay,
I am
okay.
Speaking
also
in English.
available.
Yamuna Vilas, Yamuna Vilas, can you read?
Yes, Prabji. Rag is defined as spontaneous, deep thirst for the object of love. Bhakti that is impelled exclusively by a thirst is called Ragatmika Bhakti.
Yeah. So now Rupa Goswami, in order to understand what is Raganuga Bhakti, he will first define Ragatmika Bhakti. Because what is Raganuga? It follows after Ragatmika. What is Ragatmika then? He is saying, Ishte Swarasiki Ragah Param Avishtata Bhavet. Tanmayi Ya Bhavet Bhakti Satra Ragatmika Udita. Okay. Bhakti that is impelled exclusively by such a thirst is called Ragatmika Bhakti. Okay. So as we told, the definition itself has two words. What is first word? Raga. and second is Atmika, whose Atma or the innate nature is Raga. Okay, what is Raga? So first Raga is defined. Raga is defined as spontaneous, deep thirst for the object of love. What is object of love? Here, for our discussion, the object of love is Krishna. But specifically which Krishna here? The Vraj Krishna. Okay. So to understand Ragatmika Bhakti, we have to understand the word Raga. So first two lines, he will define what is Raga. What is definition of Raga? Very simple. Spontaneous, deep thirst. Okay. Swarasiki, Param Avishtata. For what? Object of love. What object of love? Krishna, Vraj Krishna specifically. This Raga, deep thirst, is there in somebody. That person is Ragatmika Bhakta. Okay. This Raga is there in the person called Ragatmika Bhakti. And that person's Bhakti is called Ragatmika Bhakti. Is the definition clear? Any question on this definition? Okay, two terms we defined. Rupa Goswami defined first what is Raga. That is intense, deep thirst, spontaneous deep thirst. That is present in somebody. Okay, that is a person called Ragatmika Bhakta. Okay, and what bhakti he does is called Ragatmika Bhakti. Okay, any questions on this definition? If this is understood, then we can understand what is Raganuga Bhakti. Okay, any question on this? Okay, so now we will see what is the explanation of Jiva Goswami on this and Srila Prabhupada's explanation. Yes, Prabhu, please read.
Yeah. Definition of Ragatmika Bhakti. Ishte refers to the person towards whom one has loving sentiments. Krishna. Swarisiki means natural or spontaneous. And Parama Vishtata, extreme engrossment, actually means thirst intrinsic to prema, which is the cause of being engrossed. Thus, raga is defined as spontaneous, intense thirst for one's object of love.
Okay, so the terms are being defined one by one. So Jiva Goswami is saying Ishte refers to Krishna. Okay, towards whom one has loving sentiments. Who is that person? That person who is having Ragatmika Bhakti or the Ragatmika Bhakta has intense loving sentiments towards Krishna. Okay. Swarasiki he is defining as natural or spontaneous. Okay. And then Param Avishtata, that is extreme engrossment. Avishta means somebody is engrossed. Param Avishta is extremely engrossed. Like if we might have seen somebody having sometimes doing some activity and he is not aware at all what is happening nearby him. Okay, so that is called extreme engrossment. Okay, or like somebody is searching something, suppose he is searching his key, and then after he searches you ask him, did you see something else there? Okay, like somebody is searching a key on the sea beach, suppose, and you ask, did you see any seashells there? He will tell, no, I did not notice only. Okay, so he will not be able to notice anything else because he is so much absorbed in one activity. So that is called paramavishtata, extreme engrossment. Okay, which actually here is Jiva Goswami saying means that intrinsic deep thirst to prema, which is cause of being engrossed. Okay, so two things are we are told here. One is cause and there is something which is effect. What is the cause here? Thirst. And what is the effect? Extreme engrossment. Okay, so please note this cause and effect thing. It will be very important. Ahead also it is going to be explained. Okay, this cause is the primary characteristics of Ragatmika Bhakti. Okay, effect is secondary characteristic. Okay, primary characteristic is thirst. Can we see the thirst of a person? Suppose a person is very, very thirsty to drink water. He comes running and he asks, where is water? Where is water? So can you see his thirst? We cannot take any microscope and see in his throat the thirst. But can we understand that thirst was there? Yes, we can understand by the activity he does. He will drink 1 or 2 liters of water at once. So that is the effect. That extreme engrossment in drinking the water is the effect which can be seen. That's why in the definition, what did Rupa Goswami say here? Param avishtata. Okay, this effect is seen in the person. He did not say in the definition thirst, trishna. Trishna word he has not used. He has told only effect. That effect which is seen is that he is completely, extremely engrossed or absorbed in what? In the loving object, that is Krishna. He is completely absorbed. Okay, so please mind, this is not about Raganuga Sadhaka. This is not about the sadhaka. He is not fully engaged, neither he has raga. This is about a perfected person. In our example, who was that? The analogy which we discussed here. In this example, who was
Sachin
the?
Tendulkar.
Sachin
Sachin
Tendulkar.
Tendulkar.
Yes. Yes. So this 10th canto videos, sorry, not 10th canto videos, 10th canto pastimes which are there. In that there are persons who are Vrajavasis. Okay, that person is Ragatmika. Okay, and not the person A and B. They are still sadhakas. They have been doing practice only now. They don't have raga. They don't have intense absorption. Okay. So hope that point is clear. So now coming back to effect and cause. So Rupa Goswami has very, very nicely used the word with effect, which can be seen. Okay. Not the cause. But cause has to be there for the effect to come. So person has to be thirsty for him to completely absorbed in quenching his thirst. That is to drink water. Okay. So now he is saying thus raga is defined as spontaneous intense thirst for one's object of love. Okay. Now we'll read ahead. Yes, Prabhu, continue.
The cause, the love thirst, is considered non-different from the effect, deep absorption, because of its extremely strong connection as the cause. By mentioning the effect, absorption, one should infer the cause, thirst for the object of love. Tanmayi, composed only of that thirst, means what is impelled only by that thirst.
Yeah. So now as we explained, the cause and effect thing is explained here. Cause, what is the cause? The thirst for the Ishte, that is Sri Krishna, Vraj Krishna. So the person is having love thirst, deep thirst to have reciprocation with that Krishna. How is that seen? That is seen by his deep absorption in the effect. Okay, because of its extremely strong connection as the cause. Okay, so they are considered non-different. So thirst for water and drinking the water, that is the effect, both are considered non-different. They cannot exist, okay, without each other's presence. If thirst is there, the person will drink water. Person can drink water only when he has thirst. Okay, completely absorbed in drinking the water only when he has thirst. So that's what Rupa Goswami is saying, sorry, Jiva Goswami is saying, that they are non-different. Okay, yeah. And then he is saying that by mentioning the effect absorption, one should infer the cause. Okay, if the cause was not there, the person will not be absorbed. Okay, but externally somebody can behave for some time that he fully absorbed. That may be for 1 day or 2 day, but not always. Okay. And then very important word he has chosen tanmai, just like we have the word with mai, gunmai. Okay, where does it come gunmai? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that mai maya is made up of guna. made up of three gunas. So anything which is made up of something is used the word as Mai or Maya, Chinmaya. Chinmaya word is used means that which is transcendental. Okay, which is made up of Chid Vastu, Chinmaya, Gunmayi. Similarly, the word Rupa Goswami has used here is what? Tanmayi. That, composed of that thirst. Tatmayi, Tanmayi. Which thirst? That deep thirst for the object of love, Krishna. Okay, that bhakti which is solely made up of that thirst. Okay, composed of only that thirst. Okay, what is impelled only by that thirst is called ragatmika, not raganuga. Okay, that is called ragatmika bhakti. Okay, which is there in Vrajavasis, which is a perfected form of bhakti. It is prema bhakti. Yes, Prabhu, please continue.
Thus, the complete meaning of the sentence is that love-filled thirst or actions inspired by it, such as stringing garlands for Krishna, which generates complete absorption in the object of love, is called Ragatmika Bhakti.
Yeah,
There is no
yeah, continue.
there is no fault in this rag, even though it may not conform to expected rules.
Yeah. So first he is saying that thus the complete meaning of the sentence is what? That love filled thirst. Okay. Tanmayi. Okay. Love filled thirst. Paramavishtata or actions inspired by it, such as stringing garlands. So they are doing this Ragatmika Bhaktas who are like very elevated devotees. Okay, like Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, Srimati Radharani, Lalita, Vishakha, Sridama, Sudama, all these, they do various services. Okay. What are the services? Jiva Goswami is saying stringing garlands for Krishna, etc. Many services, which generates complete absorption in the object of love. Okay, is called Ragatmika Bhakti. Okay, so that love, feel thirst, or actions inspired by it, or various services, which generate complete absorption. And now one other point is there is no fault in this raga, even though it may not conform to expected rules. Okay, so we will see this later. Sometimes they may not exactly follow the rules of the scriptures, like following the Ekadashi Vrata or not worshipping demigods, but they worship Shuridev or Katyayani. So there is no fault in this. Okay, one should not imitate at the same time. Yeah, please read.
Sri Rupa Goswami has defined Ragatmika Bhakti as spontaneous attraction for something while completely absorbed in thoughts in it, with an intense desire of love. Devotional service executed with such feelings of spontaneous love is called Ragatmika Bhakti. Devotional service under the heading of Ragatmika can be further divided into two categories. One category is called sensual attraction and the other is called relationship.
Yeah. So now here, Jiva Goswami is saying, Shri Rupa Goswami has defined Ragatmika Bhakti as spontaneous attraction. Ishte Swarasiki Paramavishtata. Swarasiki, spontaneous attraction. Nobody has to tell them, oh, see, in the scriptures it is given that one should worship Krishna. No, they naturally, organically feel attracted towards Krishna. Okay. So a spontaneous attraction for what? For something that is stay towards Krishna while completely absorbed in thoughts in it. While being completely absorbed in thoughts of Krishna. Like we hear many times Mother Yashoda while churning the butter, what she is singing, what she is thinking. She is thinking about Krishna, what Krishna will be doing in the forest. Okay, what are the pastimes he did in the previous times or in the morning. Like that she keeps thinking. Okay, what within that's called absorption in the thoughts with an entire intense desire of love. Now somebody may say, why has Rupa Goswami chosen only to restrict it for Vrajvasi? Are the other people not having this complete absorption or what? Like one may say, oh, Hanuman also has so much absorption for Lord Ram, and Arjuna also he has so much absorption for Krishna. So why we are restricting definition only to the Vrajvasis? So it is explained that actually, as Chetan Mahaprabhu said in the beginning, we have discussed that the specific thing with the Vrajavasi is that there is no awe and reverence. Okay, there is completely madhuryata, means the sweetness in the exchanges, not madhuryas. I'm saying the exchanges are very sweet. They don't think Krishna as somebody who is god or not even elder. They consider Krishna to be equal, or Krishna to be younger, or Krishna to be dependent on them. Like Mother Yashoda thinks, oh, if I don't feed him, then he will become very weak. Like that, they will think. But what happens outside? Like for example, we have taken suppose example of Arjuna. He will be affected by the awe and reverence. Where do we see? Very clearly, we can see in 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita when Krishna is showing his Vishwarup. What does happen? What does Arjuna start thinking? Ajanata mahimanam tavedam. Okay. Sakheti matva prasabham. So these kind of words he starts using, that, oh, I was not knowing your mahanta, ajanata mahan, your how much great you are, I was not aware about it. Sakheti matva, I thought you are my friend, but now I have understood that you are actually Supreme God, Supreme Lord. Okay, please forgive me for all the offenses that I might have done. That while sitting, talking, and making fun of you, I did in front of friends. Okay, all these things, kindly forgive me. Now the same thing happened with Mother Yashoda also. She also saw Lord Krishna having the whole universe in the mouth. What did Mother Yashoda think? She thought, oh, something wrong with my child. I should give him more protection. He needs my association more. And she completely forgot about it, and she was completely into Vatsalya again. And even if sometimes like these things come, they will think, oh, he is my child only. He is dependent on me. So there will not be any effect of such thing. While we see Arjuna, what happens? His Sakhya is compromised. Okay, I hope you are able to understand. Sakhya is compromised means he becomes more into Dasya now. He starts taking the role of Dasya. Oh, I offended you. But when Sri Dama, Sudama, and all, it's explained that when they saw Krishna defeating and Balram defeating these mystic wrestlers in the arena of Kamsa, Chanur and Mushtik. What Sridama and Sudama did, after that? They told her, you think you are very strong. Now I will defeat you. And they climbed on Krishna and they defeated Krishna and Balram. And they told Vrajvasi, see, we are more stronger than him. Okay, but when Mother Devaki, she saw Krishna defeating Chanur and Mushtik, her Vatsalya was compromised. She thought, oh, this cannot be my son. He is Supreme Lord. But Mother Yashoda, she will never think like that. Sridama, Sudama, all those persons who went, they never thought, oh, he is God. They went and defeated him after that. Okay, they never thought he is very strong. So there is a difference between the love of Vrajavasis and love outside Vraja. Okay, it gets affected by awe and reverence. Like Hanuman example, somebody can tell, oh, Hanuman is a very great devotee, and surely he is completely absorbed in Lord Ram's service. But we will never see him not getting affected by awe and reverence. He will be always in the Dasya bhav. Okay, and it will never be that he will only feel that, oh, how I can be developing a sweet kind of relationship as in Vraja. No, even Gop Kumar, when he went, there is a pastime which comes in Brihad Bhagavatamrita. Gop Kumar went and he wanted to climb on the shoulder of Lord Ram. Hanuman stopped him. Wait, wait, this is not the way we reciprocate with Lord Ram. Okay, we should not do like this. So obviously that pastime is different, but I'm just trying to explain that it is not that Lord Krishna, uh, yeah, it's not with Vrajvasis. Okay, in Vrajvasis, the love is completely different. Okay, so outside also there is Paramavishtata, complete engrossment in their Lord, but it is little different. That gets compromised when there is a display of the majesty. Okay, but in Vraja it never happens. They may see Krishna killing Trinavarta, but they will say, oh, Krishna is such a good person, and if a demon comes and tries to kill him, what will happen? He will die only. Na? They will not be able to see that Krishna is choking his throat and Krishna fell down from so much above the ground, but nothing happened to him. These all aspects they will not be able to see only. They will say, oh, Krishna is such a soft-hearted child. He's such a good, kind-hearted child. So somebody will come to destroy him. He will surely die. Oh, maybe it is Nanda Maharaj's, pious credits that Krishna got saved. And then they will do all the kinds of puja where they will pray to Lord Vishnu, please save our Krishna. So they will never be able to see the majesty. Even though he may enter the mouth of Aghasur, or he may dance on Kalia's hoods in front of them, they will never be able to see their majesty. They'll say, oh, Krishna needs my help. Mother Yashoda will run toward Krishna to protect him. Although he is already dancing and killing, not killing, destroying Kalia, he did not kill. But these all things I am saying in essence doesn't affect Brajvasis. That's why that love is very, very special. And that's what Rupa Goswami is doing, is to bring out only the special love of Brajvasis in this book. Okay, now we'll go ahead. Okay, before we go ahead, any questions on what we discussed? Anything which was not understandable, or you have any question? Okay. So as Rupa Goswami has defined Raganuga Bhakti as follower of Ragatmika Bhakti. So till now three things have happened. One is he told Raganuga is a follower of Ragatmika. Okay, first thing was this. Second thing he told, to understand Ragatmika, we have to understand what is this Raga. Correct. What is Raga? What is Raga? Raga is complete absorption into the object of love. Object of love is Vraj Krishna. And another thing is this Ragatmika have deep thirst. Okay, which is the cause, and that leads to what? Complete absorption in the object of love. This is the effect. These three things Rupa Goswami has explained. Okay, till now. Yeah. Before we go ahead, now one more analogy I will add here. Okay, so that we get a better perspective of the whole concept of Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti and Raghunath Sadhana Bhakti. Yeah, as I told that initially 1 year, actually they are given access to books. After 1 year, they are only showed the videos. Okay, so as previously somebody had asked question, I don't remember, maybe. Okay, so it was asked that is it that uh, they both one can start Raghunaga Sadhana Bhakti from the very beginning. So our Acharyas and Srila Prabhupada also has explained that in the beginning everybody may be practicing Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, because they have to at least know which are the characters whom they want to follow in 10th canto, right? So without studying what is there in 10th canto, how one can follow? So that's why it was told that 1 year they are both given the study of books. Okay, so which can be compared like in the beginning when we go, let's say one has to go to the 20th floor. So for going to the 20th floor of this building, okay, so there are two ways one can go. One is the staircase. Okay, stairs one can take. Another one is the lift. So it is like the lift is starting only from the third floor, which is compared to Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Okay, so please try to understand this analogy also properly. Otherwise, there will be some questions which are not relevant. Okay, so this will be helpful in removing those doubts. So it starts somewhere from third floor, like for example. Okay, staircases are available from the ground floor. Okay, 0th floor, ground floor. It is available, and till where they go, they are going till 20th floor altogether. But the lift is available only from third floor, which is like Raghunaga Sadhana Bhakti. Stairs is like Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. So now a question may come, is it possible that one can continue Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti till the time he reaches to 20th floor? What is 20th floor? 20th floor is Bhava Bhakti. Okay. Why? Because Kriti Sadhya Bhavet Sadhya Bhava. Action of the senses, that is Sadhana Bhakti, should lead to Bhava Bhakti. That should be our goal, right? Goal should be highest floor, that is Bhava Bhakti. Who are the persons climbing? There are two kinds of people. One is Vaidhi Sadhaka, who has impetus of doing bhakti based on books, scriptures. And Raghunath Sadhaka, he has impetus because he has greed for Brajvasis. That is his impetus. Okay. But first he has to know who are the Brajvasis, so that he has to learn the books only. And initially he was also doing Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. But later he felt a very, very, spontaneous kind of greed following the Brajvasis. to emulate his bhakti in the way they are doing. Okay, that is from third floor. So question may come, is it possible that one can just continue from 0 to 20 floor just by climbing the staircase? Yes, it is possible. And one can go to 20th floor till there and just attain Bhava Bhakti there. What is the difference? Difference is this will be if one goes through the Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti as we discussed last time, it will be filled with Aishwarya Bhav. Okay, Aishwarya Bhavamaya it will be. And where will he go? He will go to the Vaikuntha where Lord is seen as the master, okay, not as a lover or a friend, okay. Or at the max, he can go to Dwarka, where also he will be worshipping Krishna but with awe and reverence, okay. That is Aishwarya Bhavamaya, okay. Whereas the person who is Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti, he is doing what happened first three floors, or let's say first two floors actually, he climbed on the staircase. As here in this analogy of cricket we discussed, 1 year they were both given the access to books. After that videos were introduced. So first two floors they are both given access to the staircase. After that there is a choice given. You can either choose the lift or you can choose the staircase. So this person Raghunath Sadhana Bhakti who is trying to do, he felt more attraction towards the videos and he felt I could do practice according to the videos. That is compared here to the lift. Okay, so he is feeling that he can do it better. Okay, and then he asks the teacher, can I do it? Teacher says yes. So can he take the lift? Yes. So option is available. He takes the lift and he reaches to the 20th floor. What will happen to him? He will also attain Bhava Bhakti. Okay, but his attainment will be as to the Golok Vrindavan Bhava. Okay, that is without awe and reverence. That is Madhuryamaya Bhava. Okay, that is Aishwaryamaya Bhava, and here will be Madhuryamaya Bhava. That will be attainment. Okay, Madhurya, sweet bhav, Madhurya Maya bhav, that he will attain. Okay, he will not attain the bhav like with awe and reverence. So there is a choice available after the third floor like that. Okay, to take the lift. Okay, any questions on this analogy now? Is it clear? Yes, Kishore Madhaprabhu.
Prabhu, this means that compared to material life, this is something like talent, or it should come naturally only, like Raga Noga Bhakti. Na? It cannot be forced. It will come inherent
Yeah,
from within side actually. Na?
from within it will come. Yeah,
Mm.
and it will be explained later that it will be said that कृष्ण तद भक्त कारुण्य मात्र एक लाभैक हेतु का. Okay, it's only by mercy of Krishna or his devotees that one can get this Raghunaga sadhana bhakti's greed. Okay, that is only possible. Just like the example can be given, one has to be invited into this. Like initial days, I don't know how many of you have experienced that Gmail when it had started. So everybody who had a Gmail actually had to send an invite to a new person who had to come to access Gmail, or even this OnePlus phones. Initially, when it was launched, uh, so that time one who had a phone only can invite another person to purchase. I don't know how many of you have experience of that.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
And huh?
Even today for
Anybody?
WhatsApp, they provide someone you can invite on WhatsApp.
Uh-huh. Correct, correct. Like you have to join any group, so
Mm.
somebody who is the member of that group and he is also admin, I think, or
Mm.
anything, everybody given that access, he can send an invite and then only we can join. So
Mm.
this Raghunath Sadhana Bhakti also is like that, where somebody who has agreed can give an invite to others and then he can join. Okay. So qualified persons can join. It is like that something. Okay. Where Krishna tad bhakta karunya matra labhaika hetuka, he says. Krishna and his devotees can give mercy, then it will come. Like that is the answer to your question.
So this is something like some people have, for example, some people have a natural ear of music, talent, something like that, which is a God gift, we say
Mm.
something like that. Na? So without practice also, they are able to understand music in much better way than the people who practice and try to learn music basically.
Yeah, something comparable to that. I would not say exactly,
Mhm.
something comparable. Okay. And it's as Prabhupada said, we will discuss also, we'll read also. He will say, as one practices Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, gradually he will also feel that attraction towards Vraj Krishna, okay, in the association of devotees, and he will gradually take up to Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Okay, gradually and organically that will be awakened. Okay, and it should not be done artificially. That he will say also. But at the same time, we should not think that it's a God-given talent. Okay, not exactly like that. It's not a God-given talent exactly like in music, but it can be cultivated in right association. Okay, and with having a longing that when I can attain such kind of bhakti, if one is feeling little bit attracted, it will come gradually. Okay, we will read. It will come ahead.
Okay, bro. Thank
Okay, any other question? Yes, Bhakti Leela Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. You have very nicely explained A and B type of. One is a Brajavasi, one is a Vaidhi
Vaidhi Sadhana.
Sadhana Bhakti and Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. So my question is, Prabhuji, uh, their goal also different, right? Means
Hmm.
uh, with their practice means one is following book and one is following videos, 10 cantos, pastimes, characters of Nanda Maharaj and Vrajavasis. So
Hmm.
are their speeds also vary means to achieve
Hmm.
the goal?
Yeah, yeah. Speeds also vary. Yeah. So same Bhakti Sandarbha Anuched 310, which was mentioned here. There it is mentioned by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur that Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti is faster. It is easier. It is not easier in the sense that he mentions exactly what word I will tell you. It's faster. Hmm, where it is. Hmm, yeah, I will tell exactly where it comes. Huh. He says, Tato Vidhi Marg Bhaktir विधि सापेक्षति सा दुर्बला इयं तु स्वतंत्र एव प्रवर्तते इति प्रबल च ज्ञेय. So this he writes Vishwanath Thakur. What is the meaning? Meaning Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti is stronger, prabala. That word he has used. Okay, because it can produce deeper type of attachment to Lord. Okay, it is prabala. And another thing he is saying that vidhi sapekshati sa durbala. The bhava attained or bhava, the attainment of bhava through Vaidhi Bhakti is durbala. It's weak. Okay. Because that spontaneous greed is not there to follow a person. It is just like based on injunctions of scriptures. One has to do it because some injunction is there, because some force enforcement is there. But Raganuga is little bit spontaneous. Okay, I'm not using it that word in the sense that it is spontaneous bhakti. Don't get me wrong, but it is spontaneous in the sense that he has a natural attraction towards a spontaneous person. Like I will explain this sentence. The person who is trying to follow Raghunath Sadhana Bhakti, he has a spontaneous attraction to Vrajvasi, who is spontaneous, completely spontaneous in his attraction to Krishna. But there is a sense of spontaneity in Raghunath Sadhaka that he has a spontaneous greed from somewhere he has got that I would like to follow after this Vrajvasi and try to serve Krishna similarly. From somewhere he has got it. Okay, that greed. In that sense, it is spontaneous. Because of that greed, it is said it will be prabala. Okay, it will be with a very strong bhava for the Krishna. And another reference is there in Madhuri Kadamini itself. Okay, I will show that section also. He will say that there are two leaves which comes out from the sadhana bhakti. One is rough, other one is smooth. Okay, so I will show that. It's there in the second chapter of Madhur Kadamini. And by the sadhana bhakti, he will tell that it is with the rough side, and the smooth side is the Raganuga sadhana bhakti. Okay, just 1 minute. Yes. Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, this is second chapter. Okay, is it visible?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
bro.
Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. Can you read this?
Should I, bro?
Mm, yeah, Bhakti Lila Mataji.
Raga and Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. now sprouted and growing upwards, that creepers then unfurls two leaves, which are the splendor of sadhana bhakti. The first leaf is called kleshagni, the dissolution of suffering, and the second is called shubhata, the attainment of auspicious qualities. The smooth inner surface of the two leaves is the jurisdiction of the king called raga, and raga is in a preeminent position due to being generated from spontaneous thirst for all things pertaining to the Lord, and by genuine affection for the Lord in a pure friend relationship. The outer surface of the leaves is rough and of a somewhat lower status because its activities are generated out of scriptural rules, because of lacking spontaneous affection for the Lord, and because of lack of a pure relationship with the Lord. This is the domain of king called Vaidhi Bhakti. Despite their differences, both Raga and Vaidhi Bhakti equally share the qualities of Kleshagni and Shubhata.
Yeah. So what I said was from here we can understand that this sadhana bhakti is a creeper which unfurls two leaves. Okay. So one is kleshagni, other one is shubhada. Okay, which are we have studied two specialities of bhakti, which in the beginning come. The smoother, the smooth inner surface is raga. Okay, and why what Vishwanath Thakur is saying is that it is a preeminent position due to being generated from spontaneous thirst. Means there is some attraction, raga as we discussed now, ishte swarasaki paramavishtata. There is complete absorption due to the thirst. Thirst is the cause and absorption is the effect. Okay. And whereas for Vaidhi Bhakti, what he has said that outer surface is rough and somewhat of lower status. So as Vishwanath Thakur Chakravarti Thakur told in 310 Bhakti Sandarbha Anucheda commentary that one is Prabala, other one is Durbala. Okay. So this is the understanding. Okay. Yeah, apart from that, yeah, these are. So one may say, okay, so is it that both will give little less effect, one will give less or one will give more? No, it is not like that. They will equally share the qualities of giving the effects of bhakti, but one will give a effect slowly, other one will give faster. Okay, so a person who has started Raghunaga sadhana, other person started Vaidhi sadhana at the same time, Raghunaga sadhaka will progress faster. Why? Because he has spontaneous attraction towards a Vrajvasi who has complete spontaneous attraction towards Vraj Krishna. But this person has a little bit attraction, little bit greed to follow a person who is completely spontaneous. So he will go faster. But whereas it's said na here, yeah, he is lacking spontaneous affection for the Lord. It is generated out of scriptural rules. It's like somebody is forcing him that you should follow. You should follow so that you will attain Bhava Bhakti, Prem Bhakti. Injunction is given. So he will do little slowly with laxity. That is the only difference. Okay. I hope it is clear.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Any other question on this analogy?
Prabhuji, one question.
Yes, yes, true.
This Vaidhi, the staircase, Vaidhi Bhakti, Vaidhi Bhakti Sadhaka, he will be in the awe and reverence, Aishwarya Bhav. And this Raganuga Bhakta will be in the mood of worshipping the Vrajavasis and maybe memorizing all the following the footsteps of Vrajavasis. So, but
Correct, correct.
Prabhupada has always instructed us that although we may be reading 10th canto or hearing the pastimes of Vraja, but still we should be worshipping as a awe and as a as a, in awe and reverence
Lakshmi
only.
Narayan.
Yeah, Lakshmi
Correct, correct.
Narayana, awe and reverence as a
Yes,
worshipper,
correct.
not as like a Gopal or as a friend, something like that. So that relationship we should not do with the Lord. We should be in the awe and reverence only. So although so in our practical scenario, so we are hearing and we are trying to read the 10th canto and listening the pastimes of Raja, but still
Hmm.
we are always be worshipping in the awe and reverence. So it is
Hmm.
like we are doing both the things in that sense. Like we are doing the Vaidhi Bhakti, that is staircase scenario,
Hmm.
and at the same
Hmm.
time we are reading the 10th canto also, which is the
Hmm.
lift. So can you just combine both of them? What is going to happen as a ISKCON devotees
Hmm.
in long term?
Yeah, actually, that will be answered by Shivaram Swami Maharaj in Shuddha Bhakti Chintamani. Okay, it will be coming that question. He will answer as ISKCON devotees how to balance and what is that one can only take the lift, and what is the Prabhupada's when he's saying only it should be awe and reverence Lakshmi Narayan externally. Is it externally something, internally something else? What is Prabhupada meaning? So current acharyas will explain. But as to give you answer in short. Uh, what Prabhupada said should be followed by majority of the devotees. Okay. And because there are people who are prone to misuse of this Raganuga sadhana path, so acharyas in general will give such instructions. Okay. But as such, to follow Raganuga sadhaka, one has to get the permission from his guru first that he is qualified, that is the way, and then he should ask what all practices I can do. Details will be discussed in the slides as we go ahead, but in short I am just answering. Raganuga sadhana is not just like any other thing that today I wanted to purchase a mobile, I purchased it. It's not like that. One can do, one has to take the blessings of his guru, check if he is qualified, and then understand what are the necessary uh, things he should do if he is qualified. Okay, in what way he should progress. Okay, it's like that. So these all things are to be guided by guru. In general, Prabhupada is giving that instruction that for the masses, those who will follow by the sadhana bhakti. That is my short answer. Okay, Prabhuji, details will come
Yes.
ahead. Okay, yeah, a lot of things are there like this question. And like, why did Prabhupada stop Gopi Bhav Club? Prabhupada wanted Raghunath sadhana, then why did he do that? Though many questions can be coming and so many things. Okay.
As
Yeah.
just to complete this
Yeah.
Raganuga, this lift part will be bestowed by
Mm.
Guru at once upon a time. Should
Mm.
we Should we desire for this lift path, or we should be happy in the staircase path? As a sadhaka from
Okay.
our side, should we aspire
Yeah.
for that lift part because it's a bestowing? Because it's not, we cannot achieve that. That should be
Mm-hmm.
bestowed
That's
by
what.
Guru. Then only we can
Mm.
go into we can enter. So
Mm.
we should, and at the same time, we should not like in a, like in the extreme desire that I must, I want to have that lift. I want to go through lift only. So
Mm.
that mood is good,
Mm.
or we should be satisfied in the Vedic, the staircase path, that is Vedic sadhana.
Mm. Yeah, it's good question. Yes, Prabhuji, I would say it is completely individual choice. Okay, it is completely individual choice because one thing, as you very rightly said, we have been discussing, one cannot himself go into it. Raghunath Sadhana Bhakti. It has to be somebody has bestowed his mercy. Krishna Tad Bhakta Karunya. Krishna or his devotees have to give us the mercy, and then only we will able to develop that greed. Okay, just like we have discussed earlier, Agya Sukriti is developed by mercy of the devotees. Okay, Brahman Brahmite kono bhagyavan jeev. Guru Krishna prasade paye bhakti lata bij. So like that only one will attain the greed also, qualification for Raganava sadhana. That is one part of the answer. We cannot do anything from our side. But now second part of the question, should we aspire for it? I would say it is completely individual choice. Krishna has spoken what is there in his mind, what pleases him more. Okay, and also he has spoken that like we know examples of Murari Gupta, who were the devotee of Lord Ram, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not convert them. He made them comfortable in what they are trying to do. Anupam also, he was also devotee, brother of cousin brother of Rupa Goswami. He also made him comfortable worshipping Lord Ram. Okay, so Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing by his own example also. And here Krishna is speaking his mind. So a devotee, if he feels inspired, he should take a call based on his own inspiration. And if the inspiration is coming that okay, I should follow Raghunavar Sadhana Bhakti because certain particular Vrajvasi is attracting me, then they should approach Guru and take permission and see if they are actually qualified or is it something external which is coming. All those things are there. But I would say it's nothing of to be told by somebody else. It's a completely genuine organic development inside based on which one should take a call. Okay. As of now, what we should do? We should just continue Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti because it's not that we have to change anything from our side. Okay. Just like we gave example of the invite to be given. Somebody can only invite, then we can join that group. So like that. So from our side, we have to just continue our sincerely practicing Vaidisana Bhakti, which we are doing. And if we feel little bit inclination, we can pray to Krishna that, oh, if I can do this kind of bhakti, then please give me your mercy, or give me mercy of my of some devotees. We can pray. That means there is some mixture already is happening, like you told in the question. Some, and Rupa Goswami, sorry, Jiva Goswami has explained that ajat ruchi Raganuga sadhana in Bhakti Sandarbha. He explains that without ruchi also, when I started mixing some Raganuga sadhana in Vaidhi sadhana, because he feels little bit inclination. So later we will learn that actually it grows also little. Kanishtha greed is there, then Madhyama greed is there, then Uttama greed is there. Okay, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has explained that in Bhakti Tattva Viveka, one book he has written, Bhakti Tattva Viveka. In that last chapter, last topic is this, that greed also comes gradually. Kanishtha is there, then there is Madhyama, then there is Uttama. Like that it grows. So we can see that there is a mixture also which is prescribed by the acharyas if it is not fully grown up. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay. So Isha Mataji, you have any question? You had raised hand.
Yes, Prabhuji, I have one question.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, like generally it is said that before coming to this material world, one's position is fixed in spiritual world. So what
Hmm.
if one is following Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti in association with devotees, but his fixed
Hmm.
position is there in Vaikuntha? So what will happen to him at the end? Will he go back to
Hmm.
Golok or Vaikuntha, and vice versa also?
Yeah. Okay, vice versa. Yeah. So first part is that whether already it's fixed is there already, then whether it will change. Prabhupada will say in NOD only it will come, that it's possible by mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that it can change, even though one Swarupa may be in Vaikuntha, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, one can now go to Goloka Vrindavan. If he likes, he can have two forms in Vaikuntha as well as in Golok Vrindavan. If he likes, he can go only to Golok Vrindavan by changing it by mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that Prabhupada will also explain. Okay, and another thing is, okay, I will show something from Shrimad Bhagavatam. Okay, that whatever in general we understand, right? In from Bhagavad Gita we understand that yam vapi smarana bhavam tejati ante kalevaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavita. Whatever state of mind one remembers at the time of death, he will attain that. So a person who remembers Vrajavasis and wanting to follow them, he will attain that position. Person who wants to attain Vaikuntha, he will attain that. That is general principle. Specifically, if somebody asks, then I will show Shrimad Bhagavatam. Okay, that what is the proof that by doing sadhana one can attain a form which he desires. So for that, Shrimad Bhagavatam, third canto, Lord Brahmaji is speaking a verse which I will show here. You can see and read. Okay, just 1 minute. Yadi adhyatul. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. You can please read. What this is 3.9.11. Okay. So shloka is Tvam Bhakti Yoga Paribhavit Hrit Saroj Ase Shrutekshit Patho Nanunat Pumsham यद् यद्ध्यात उर्गाय विभावयन्ति तत्तद्वपु प्रणयसे सदनुग्रहाय. Okay, 3.9.11, Lord Brahma is speaking. What he is saying, we will read. Yes, please read, Mataji.
O Lord, you are approached by being heard about, seen and directly served. Enter and remain in the lotus of your devotee's heart, infused with bhakti yoga. Much praised Lord, by your mercy you bestow to them spiritual bodies appropriate to the mood they cultivate during sadhana.
Yeah, so this was the question, Mataji, right? So answer is given directly in Shrimad Bhagavatam. By your mercy, O Lord, you bestow to them spiritual bodies appropriate to the mood they cultivate during sadhana. So whatever mood they cultivate in their sadhana, they want to cultivate a mood of Vaikuntha, they will attain that. They want to cultivate a mood of Vrajavasi in particular rasa, maybe Madhur ras, Vatsal ras, Sakhya ras, any rasa. That Lord will bestow upon them. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Now can you read this part? Yes, this part.
For your devotees doing sadhana, concentrate on their spiritual form according to their mood of love, using their minds. You have you have attained them, their spiritual bodies. You become dependent on your devotees.
Yeah. So this is the meaning. Okay. So another proof which is there in Brahma Samhita, okay, which we have actually uh, heard many times, but we might not have noticed it. At least I did not do notice at that time, but somebody showed me. So I will show that, and it's a very famous shloka also. Okay, so that also says the same thing. Yah kama krodha pranaya. Okay. Mm, Vatsalya. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. यह काम क्रोध सहज प्रणयादि भीति वात्सल्य मोह गुरु गौरव सेव्य भाव है संचित संचिन्त्य तस्य सदृशिं तनुमापुरे ते गोविंदम आदि पुरुषम तमहं भजामि. Yes, Mataji, please read the translation.
I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, the mediators of whom, by meditating upon him, under the sway of wrath, amorous passion, natural friendly love, fear, parental affection, delusion, reverence, and willing service, attain to bodily forms befitting the nature of their contemplation.
Yeah, so this is another proof that Lord Brahmaji is speaking that, O Lord, you bestow upon the devotees a bit befitting form based on their aspiration and their contemplation. It may be of what kind he is saying. Yah krodha काम सहज प्रणय आदि और भीति वात्सल्य, okay, guru gaurav or awe and reverence, sevya bhava, all these kind of bhavas can be there in devotee's heart, and you will bestow appropriate forms to them. Okay, so each word has meaning here. You can see amorous passion, which is there with the gopis or wives of Dwarka. Sahaj pranaya, friendly love, which is there with the friends of Vraja, or even it may be there in Dwarka, some friends are there. Okay, etc. Fear or parental affection with Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. Okay, or awe and reverence like in Vaikuntha. All these are possible for a devotee to contemplate upon. And what the Lord will do, he will bestow them befitting forms according to their contemplation. Okay, so these are the two things which I can show as reference or praman for whatever I told, that one can attain a form which is contemplated by him during his sadhana. Okay,
So
is
it
it okay,
doesn't mean
Mataji? Yeah. Yes,
it
Mataji.
doesn't mean that we'll go back to our fixed position. It depends on our desires.
Yeah, that's what these two are saying. Yeah, one will go back to the place, one will go to as per his desires as of now. And Shuddha Bhakti Chintamani, Shivaram Maharaj will also say that it can happen very surely by mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Any other question? One more devotee had raised hand. I don't remember. Somebody. Okay. Anybody has question? Otherwise, we'll go ahead. Hmm. Okay. We'll go ahead. So as we discussed till now, these three topics have been covered. What is Raganuga Bhakti? That which follows Ragatmika Bhakti. What is Ragatmika Bhakti? First we have to understand what is Raga itself. What is Raga? That is complete, deep, spontaneous absorption in the Ishte. That is loving to one's loved one. That is Krishna. Okay. And what is Ragatmika then? It is uh, deep thirst which has the effect of complete absorption, Paramavishtata. Okay, this is Ragatmika Bhakti. Ragatmika Bhakti is a perfected state. It's Prema Bhakti. It is there in the Vrajvasis. Okay, and it is nothing about Raganuga Sadhaka. Okay, Sadhaka doesn't have this. Okay, whereas the Sadhaka has a inclination to follow such a person. That is called greed. Okay, that will be seen later. Okay, what is the exact meaning of it and how one can identify it is there. So these three terminologies we have seen now. Now what Rupa Goswami is going to do, even before telling us what is Raganuga Bhakti, he has told about Ragatmika first, right? Because he follows this. So he will tell the types of this. Okay, what are the types here? So following these two types, there will be two types of Raganuga Bhakti also. Okay, two types of Ragatmika, so two types of followers. Okay, so two types of followers, so two types of Raganuga Bhakti also. So whatever is learnt here, that will be followed later by Raganuga Sadhaka, and two types will come there also. Okay. So now let us see what is the first type, Kama Rupa. Okay, Ragatmika Bhakti. So now I will again do the same exercise because here the word Bhakti has come. Which kind of Bhakti it is? It is Uttama Bhakti. And because the word Ragatmika has come, okay, it is perfected Bhakti. Okay, it's not sadhana, it is perfected form, Prema Bhakti. Okay, what do we mean by perfect? It is the state of Prema Bhakti. And whenever we say the word Raganuga, we have to understand it is what? Raganuga. Then adjective, the other words are what? Sadhana, Uttama, Bhakti. These all words we have to understand are there. So we may say Raganuga Bhakti. But what it has hidden is these two words also. It is sadhana as well as it is uttama bhakti, anyabhilashita shunyam. All those things are inserted in this. They are already there in this. They are innate to this. Then also it is a practice. Kriti sadhya bhavet sadhya bhav. All the actions of the senses are there, and that includes the mind, and that has to be with the goal of attaining bhav. That also is embedded in this definition. And what is the type of it? It is a type of raganuga. Why? Because that lobha or greed has been awakened to follow a Vrajvasi. So, and Uttama Bhakti is the first definition which we have learned. All these are embedded in Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Okay. So this has to be always kept in mind. Rupa Goswami is developing the topics one by one. Okay. He is not doing something abruptly. As we may think, no, Raganuga is what? It is not in flow, na. It is prema bhakti, it is perfection. No, Rupa Goswami did not say like that. He told sadhana bhakti is of two types, Vaidi and Raganuga. Both are practice. So hope this is clear. Then we will go ahead now. Types of Ragatmika Bhakti. First is Kama Rupa. Now the Rupa or the form, external form of this perfected Bhakti, external form is what? Kama Rupa. Kam literally translated is lust, lusty activities. But it is not lust actually. It is externally looking like that. External form is of Kama. But what is the Atma or internal thing? Internal is Rag. Rag Atma. Rag is inside. The internal thing is Rag. What is Rag? Ishte Swarasaki Paramavishta. Okay. That is spontaneous deep absorption in the Lord. Okay. Spontaneous attraction for Krishna, Raj Krishna. Okay, so that is what is inside, but externally it is seen as what? Some lusty activities. Okay, it is having external form like that. So I'll give one example so that it will be clear. Just like one can have like some medicine, it is inserted inside a sweet. Okay, so mothers give, the child doesn't like the medicine. Prabhupada gives that example many times, but not in this context. Prabhupada gives that example that inside the medicine will be there, but outside it will look like sweet. Okay, let us give another example is like suppose you have a Karela. So it is very, very bitter. But imagine somebody has made a Karela from a sugar uh, candy and it is completely colored like organic colors, colored like Karela. Externally it looks like Karela and somebody may think from external, oh, it should be very bitter. So inside it is made up of sugar. It's very sweet. Similarly, the external form of this bhakti is lusty activities. Okay, but inside what is there? Inside there is only deep, spontaneous, organic, loving attraction towards Braj Krishna. Okay, so in short, and then second type is what? Sambandha Rupa. That is externally it is of a relationship of mother, father, friend, or husband, or anything like that. Some relationship is there externally. But what is inside? Inside is deep love for Krishna. Okay, both the things have to be understood like that. Okay. So if this is clear, now we will see the technical definition which Rupa Goswami is going to give. Okay. What he says? Types of Ragatmika Bhakti. Sa Kamrupa Sambandha Rupa Cheti Bhave Dvidha. So this Ragatmika Bhakti is of two types. Okay. One is Kamrupa, other one is Sambandha Rupa. These are the two types. Yeah. Yes, Kishore Madhaprabhu, you would like to read?
Yes, bro. There are two types of Ragatmika Bhakti, that impelled by conjugal feelings, Kama Rupa, and that impelled by relationships, Sambandha Rupa.
Yeah.
Kama Rupa,
So as
Sambandha
we
Rupa.
discussed, these are the two types. One is impelled by conjugal feelings. So external there are activities of this conjugal feelings, that is Kama Rupa, and whereas there is another one which is impelled by relationships. So internal there is what? Spontaneous deep thirst for satisfaction of Krishna or love for Krishna. Externally there is a relationship in which they act. Yeah, please read.
Yeah. Kama Rupa means bhakti, which is typified, rupyate, or impelled by conjugal feelings, Kama, a particular type of thirst. Sambandha Rupa means that bhakti which undertake or impelled by thirst caused by relationship.
Yeah, so what is thirst is there in both. Okay, what is that? Means thirst is the cause, if you remember, and effect was what? Complete absorption. That is Paramavishtata. So in both of them, thirst is there and absorption is there. But external forms are different. One is by relationship, caused by relationship, husband or a uh, friend, okay, or a servant. Some relationship is there. But here, the first one is a lover. The relationship is specific. What is a specific relationship? Is a lover. Okay, conjugal relationship. Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Why Kamarupa is separately labeled? Somebody may ask. That that is also relationship only, na? That one is a lover. That is also relationship. Why to tell it separately? So let's see what is the answer. Yes, Prabhuji.
yeah. Though Kamarupa Bhakti is a type of relationship, it is labeled separately since it is the chief relationship. It is similar to saying everyone is coming and the king is also coming. Though the word everyone includes the king, special mention is made of the king because of his importance.
Yeah. So Rupa Goswami is saying that this conjugal relationship which is there, it is a chief relationship in which Krishna enjoys the most. Okay. So that's why, because it is like the king, it has to be mentioned separately. Even though it is told everybody is coming, everyone includes the king. But he is due respect of mentioning separately. Okay. That's why the Kamarupa, even though it is a relationship, but it's a very, very special relationship. Okay. That's why it is mentioned separately. Now, Rupa Goswami is going to give whatever he has told till now. For that, he will tell proofs. Okay, that it is there in scripture. It is not my own creation. Okay, so
For
such a
few
great
seconds, your
Acharya.
voice. For few seconds, your voice had gone.
Yeah, what you heard last?
Explaining calm Rupa and something Acharya has told like that,
Hmm.
like for 30 seconds. Was it for other
Okay,
devotees also?
no, no
No, I
problem.
think.
No, not for us.
No, I think.
It
Okay,
was
no
good
problem.
for us.
So what I told is very simple. That actually that exact point I don't remember what I have said. Okay, but I am just saying that these both are a relationship, but this is a very special relationship. That's why it is mentioned separately. That is the point. Yeah. So proof is given now for whatever is told by Rupa Goswami till now from the scriptures. So even Rupa Goswami is such a great devotee and associate of the Lord, he would not speak anything on his own. And if he speaks anything, he will give reference for that. Okay. So what he has given reference from Shrimad Bhagavatam 7.1.30. कामाद्वेषात् भयात् स्नेहात् यथा भक्तेश्वरे मनः आवेश्य तदगम हित्वा बहवस्तद्गतिं गताः. Yes, Prabhuji, please read.
Just as by Vaidhi Bhakti one can attain one's spiritual goals, many persons have attained suitable forms after absorbing their minds in the Lord out of lust, hatred, fear, and a family relationship filled with affection, and after giving up absorption in enmity of the Lord in the case of hatred and fear.
Yeah, so this is the proof for that these two types of bhakti exist, Kamarupa and Sambandha Rupa. Okay, so he is giving just as Vaidhi Bhakti, one can attain one's spiritual goals. Many persons have attained suitable forms after absorbing their minds in the Lord out of lust. So lust is the word used here, Kamad, but as we have understood, the internal thing is Raga, deep absorption for the Lord and loving reciprocations, but externally it looks like lusty activity. And another thing, another example, other things are dvesha, hatred, bhayat by fear, snehat by relationships. Okay, so it has things which Rupa Goswami also has spoken before, calm and sambandha. Apart from that, there are some more things like hatred, fear, which he did not want to bring out, but because it is there in this shloka, it has come. Gopya kamat bhayat kamso द्वेषात् छेद्यादयो नृपाः सम्बन्धाद् वृष्णयः स्नेहाद् यूयं भक्त्या वयं विभो 7.1.32. Narad Muni is speaking to Yudhishthir Maharaj. Okay, he is saying, please read Prabhuji.
My dear King Yudhishthira, the gopis by their conjugal desire, Kamsa by fear, Sisupala and other king by envy, and the Yadus and you Pandavas by your affectionate family relationship with Krishna, and we by our Vaidhi Bhakti have obtained the mercy of Krishna.
So he has given proof from Narad Muni and Yudhishthir Samvad that these kind of bhakti exist. And the examples also. Kamad, who do this bhakti of Kamrupa bhakti? Gopiyaha, the gopis of Vrindavan. Okay, who did Bhayat and by Bhayat? Kamsaha. Who did with Dvesha? Shishupal. These are not bhakti. Bhayat and Dvesha are not bhakti because they are not favorable moods. It will be told in commentary, but it has come in the shloka. And here what he is saying, Yadus and you, Vrishnaya Yuyam, relationship, sambandha. This very word which Rupa Goswami used are there, right? Kama and sambandha. So Rupa Goswami has taken the same terminology from Bhagavatam. Okay. And Vaidhi Bhakti also is there, that it exists. Vayam. Narad Muni is saying that I also did by Vaidhi Bhakti and attained the Lord. Yeah, please read.
Yeah. The meaning of verse SB 7.1.30 is many persons absorbing their minds in the Lord out of conjugal feelings, hatred, fear, affection, and devotion, attend according to their type of absorption, yathavat, a suitable form, tadgatim. Those who intensely concentrate on the Lord with hatred or fear can attain liberation, but not prema.
Yeah. So same thing. He has told. Yeah, continue.
Among those persons, those with hatred or fear give up their sins or impurity by the power of absorbing their minds in the Lord. This statement, however, does not apply to those persons with conjugal feelings, kama. They have no sin. The kama mentioned is not material.
Yeah, so that's what we have been telling. Kama mentioned not material, it's completely spiritual, but externally it looks like a Karela. It's not bitter. It is made up of sugar candy. Okay. Yeah, and other point is that those who are having hatred, fear, just like in the war of Kurukshetra, it said that Parthastra Puta Padmapurasya. So by the arrows of Partha, so what happened is those people gave up their sinful natures, and by the glance of Krishna, they ascended to the, uh, they got liberated. Yeah, continue.
The supreme nature of the gopis, kama, is shown in the following statement. Uh, Ye-
दुष्यन्नपि ऋषिकेशं किम उता अधोक्षज प्रियाः.
Since even Sisupal, who hated Krishna, achieved perfection, then what to speak of Lord's dear gopis?
Yeah. So gopis don't have any material outlook. So their karma is not which is made up of sin. Okay. Their lusty activities are completely based on their spontaneous deep attraction for Lord. Because the Lord finds very specific pleasure in those activities. That's why. Yeah.
This statement praises the karma of the gopis, showing how it is superior, even though in verse SB 7.1.30 it is mentioned alongside fear and hatred exhibited by people opposed to Krishna.
Yeah. So one should not think, oh, this also is something external lusty activity. Like, because it is mentioned alongside with fear and hatred, you see. No, it's not like that. That's what Jiva Goswami is saying. Yeah, continue.
The gopis may be
Rupas.
considered the gopi yeah, gopis may be considered to be examples of spontaneous love in sensual attraction. The gopis are young girls and Krishna is a young boy. Superficially, it seems that the gopis are attracted to Krishna on the grounds of sex. Similarly, King Kansa was attracted to Krishna because of fear. Kamsa was always fearful of Krishna because it had been foretold that his sister son Krishna would kill him.
Please read.
Shishupala was also always envious of Krishna, and the descendant of Krishna, King Yadu, due to their family relationship with Krishna, were always thinking of him as one of their member. All of these different kinds of devotees have a spontaneous attraction for Krishna in different categories, and they achieve the same desired goal of life.
Yeah, what is same desired goal of life? Krishna Prema.
Krishna.
They will attain all of them will attain that. Okay. Yeah, but that will not be attained by Sishupal and Kamsa. Okay, as it was told earlier, because that's not favorable for bhakti. Favorable attitude is not there. So what they will attain? They will attain liberation. Okay, it will be told later. They will attain liberation. So what is the meaning that they will attain same goal of life? Here, what it means is they will all attain liberation, which includes Krishna Prema for few. Who are they? Like uh, it was told Sambandha and Kama. Okay, and Vaidhi Bhaktas. Correct. Five categories were told, right? One is the hatred and fear, and then three more were told. That is Kama Rupa, Sneha, Kama Rupa, Sambandha Rupa, and Vaidhi. Narad Muni said, I am example of Vaidhi. So they will all attain Krishna Prem. But these will attain liberation. So one may ask, oh, is not Krishna Prema included in liberation? Yeah, it's included. That's the same desired result is told because they all will attain liberation. But those who will go through this envy, dvesha, and fear, like Kamsa, Shishupal and Kamsa, they will attain only liberation. They will not attain Krishna Prema. That is a slight difference. Okay. So go the Kamrupa Sambandha Rupa and Vaidi all will attain Krishna Prema, which is also included in liberation. So I'll give a very simple example to understand. Please understand this. Like in Maharashtra, I think still there is a rule that everybody who writes 10th standard exam will be pass or will be made to pass. I don't know still if the rule is there, but it was there few years ago. Okay.
No, so
So some
that is only up to some standard, fifth or seventh, something like.
fifth or seventh, yeah,
Mhm.
correct. So till that standard, whatever marks one may get, it's irrespective, but everybody will be made to pass. But now suppose there are two students, one who has got 99 marks or 100 marks, another one who was made to pass by giving 33 marks. Both have passed, but are they both same? Answer is no. They are not same. Both are liberated. Both are pass. So Shishupal comes also liberated, and gopis and all the other uh, people mentioned in the verse all are liberated. Are they same? No, they are not same. The person who got 9900 marks has very good means perspectives and outlook of his life, whereas one who was made to pass by giving 33 marks will have different opportunities. So similarly, when we understand that there is Shishupal and Kamsa being liberated, that experience of their relationship with Krishna is completely different than Mother Yashoda and other gopis and gopas who are there, even though they are also considered in the category of liberated people. Okay, I hope this example makes it clear. Okay, please read.
The attraction of the gopis for Krishna and the affection of the members of the Yadu dynasty, both accepted as spontaneous or ragatmika. The attraction of Kamsa to Krishna in fear and the attraction of Sisupala in envy are not accepted as devotional service. However, because their attitudes are not favorable, devotional service should be executed only in a favorable frame of mind.
Yeah, so this is Prabhupada writing in chapter 15 that these are not favorable, so they are not considered as bhakti. Yeah.
Therefore, according to Sri Rupa Goswami, such attractions are not considered to be in devotional service. Again, he analyzes that the affection of the Yadus, if it is on the platform of friendship, then it is spontaneous love. But if it is on the platform of regulative principle, then it is not. And only when affection comes to the platform of spontaneous love is it counted in the category of the pure devotional service.
Yeah. So regulative principles means not imitating and all he is saying. He is saying awe and reverence. So in this context, Prabhupada will use this word regulative principles. Please understand it to be awe and reverence. Okay. It's not about for regulative principles. Okay. And spontaneous love is for no awe and reverence like that. So we'll pause here and tomorrow we'll continue with the next topic. Okay. Any questions till now what we discussed? Yes. Madha Harinam Prabhuji.
Bro, thank you for the class.
Hare Krishna.
One question in my mind is one who is following by the sadhana bhakti, they will never attain Goloka Vrindavan. So, is it necessary, compulsory to attain Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti to go to Goloka Vrindavan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
Chaitanya Charitamrita.
like why only following scriptures limit to go to
Hmm.
Goloka Vrindavan?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. Your question is not about uh, that those who are following Ravana Sadhana will only be going to Golok Vrindavan, and why not Vaidhi Bhaktas are going there? What is the proof? Proof is not, you are not asking. It's there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Your question is why limitation is there. Correct?
Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. So it is not limitation. It is making people comfortable. Okay. It's about making people comfortable about what they feel about Krishna. Like very simple example, Brihad Bhagavatamrita itself, when as I told, Gopkumar, he traveled to different places. So when he went to Vaikunta, so he was dealing with all the places where he went Vaikunta or Saket Dham where Lord Ram was there or Dwarka Krishna, anybody he met. He was trying to deal with them as Gopal, means Vraj Krishna. one who is, because that was his worshipable lord. But when he was trying to interact with them, others who were there nearby, they became so uncomfortable that why are you trying to climb on the lap of my Lord Vishnu, or why are you trying to climb on the shoulder of Lord Ram? So Hanuman became very uncomfortable. So that kind of scenario will happen if the people go off Goloka to Vaikuntha, or if Vaikuntavasis come to Goloka, they will also be so much uncomfortable. Oh, he is our worshipable Lord. How can Subala defeat my Krishna? So they will be so much uncomfortable actually. Okay. So just like yeah, this is just a simple answer I'm trying to give. Is we can relate it to our natural life also. Okay. So everyday life also we can relate it, that some relationships uh, means they become cannot be fully expressed when there are people around. Okay. And some relationships can be fully expressed even when there are people around. Okay. Like that. So some two very deep friends, when they meet after many years, suppose they happen to meet in a library. Okay. After 10 years they met. They happen to meet in library. Can they fully express, Arey, how are you? No, it's a place of silence. Restrictions are there. You cannot express. So there is a restriction in Vaikuntha for Golokvasis, and there is restriction for Vaikuntavasis in Goloka, like that. They will feel uncomfortable. That is a very simple basic answer which we can understand. Okay. So is it okay, Proji? So Shastras, yeah, just to answer your actual question, they are not making restrictions. Why the whole metal world is created? To make people comfortable so that they can try to fulfill their desires by enjoying. After they understand that no, I cannot be happy without Krishna, they will aspire to go to a spiritual world. Similarly, in spiritual world also there is segregation made for different devotees who want to reciprocate with their particular form of the Lord. Some people want to reciprocate only with Lord Ram, for them separate abode. Some want to reciprocate only with 400 Krishna, that is Vishnu, for them separate abode. Somebody wants to reciprocate only with Narsimha, for him separate abode. So people are worshipping different forms. Lord makes everybody comfortable. You want to worship me as a subordinate? You want to defeat me? Come to Goloka. You want to love me as a son? Come to Goloka. It's not available in Vaikuntha. It's about making everybody giving their free choice and then fulfilling their free choice. Okay. That's how I would explain, Proji. Is it okay? You are muted. Yeah.
Okay, that means when after reading scriptures, one can automatically switch to Vaidhi sadhana to Raganuga. And
Not
of
odd.
course, you said that mercy of Krishna and his
Hmm.
devotees required, but
Hmm. Hmm.
it will come on automatically when we practice Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. Is that?
No, not the word automatically means exactly like that. Just like one cannot say Vaidhi sadhana bhakti also comes automatically. It happens over many lifetimes by acquiring Agyat Sukriti, right? So one cannot do from his side anything because it is Agyat. He is not knowing that it is Sukriti for bhakti. He just eats some prasad or hears something, some kirtan or hears some sadhu. But he is acquiring his Sukriti. Like that, unknowingly one will be acquiring Sukriti for Raganuga sadhana also, and mercy of the devotees. Unknowingly one will be acquiring, and it will fructify, just like we said, that Guru Krishna Prasade Pai. So it's not automatic in one sense, but it happens without our endeavor. Somebody else is giving us mercy, it's their endeavor, their mercy. So it's not fully automatic. Somebody is doing endeavor, not us. For us, it is like, okay, it's happening. And if we come to know and we like it, we can aspire and we can pray that, okay, maybe we get the association of such devotees. And if we feel some aspiration, then greed will slowly increase. Then we can start after the mercy of, after the permission of Shri Guru and whatever they tell, according to that. Okay, Broji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, Prasanna Gopal Prabhu.
Yeah, Guruji, in last 2 3 slides, there is one example. Narad Muni said that I am the example of Vaidhi Bhakti,
Correct,
perfected by
correct.
the Vaidhi Bhakti. Like
Yeah,
there
yeah,
are 5 things now out of that: Kama Rupa, Sambandha Rupa,
yeah.
then fear and
Yeah,
envy, and then Vaidhi. So Narad
correct.
Muni is of Vaidhi
Hmm.
Bhakti case. So, like I was able, I want to ask one question. Then so Narad Muni has reached to till Vaikuntha only through Vaidhi path, or he's able to go to Golok also. But I'm not able to
Yeah,
remember any time which he entered into Golok also and came back like that. I was able to remember, but can you just tell that part?
yeah,
Like, can he go
Narad
to Golok?
Muni. Yeah, he has multiple, just like Lord has many expansions as Lord Vishnu and Lord Ram. Narad Muni and other devotees also have many expansions. And Narad Muni, it said that he is present in all the planetaries, all the Vaikuntha. Like he is there also in Dwarka. He is also there in other Vaikuntha planets actually. So he speaks the same thing in Brihad Bhagavatamrita. He speaks himself that I, myself, and many other devotees have multiple forms in multiple planets. Okay, so where different forms he reciprocates differently with the Lord. Okay, like that. So Golok Vrindavan as such, Naradiya Gopi is there, and I don't know much beyond that. That if he has any without awe and reverence kind of relationship directly, I don't know. But here what he mentioned is that it's actually a pastime in which he is saying that I have attained through Vaidhi Bhakti. Okay, he has showed a example. Already he is eternally liberated, Nitya Siddha. But he is showing an example of Narad boy. Okay, and it is told there that there was a uh, Gandharva, Upabharana, who in the past life actually was there. He came into the body of Narad Muni and then he underwent this sadhana and he perfected as a Vaidhi sadhaka, we can say. And Narad Muni is an eternally situated Nityasiddha person who is there in the same body of that person, previous life who was a Gandharva, who is actually undergoing this sadhana. So two people are there in one body. So Narad Muni is giving example that I practice Vaidhi sadhana, but he is actually eternally liberated who is also there in that body. We can understand like that. So he is eternally liberated, but he is showing by example that yeah, Vaidhi sadhana. Is it okay, Prajay?
Yes, yes. Okay. Fine.
Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Right.
Okay, so we will stop here and continue tomorrow. Thank you very much. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Rupa Goswami Pad ki jai, Shri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu ki jai.